We're going to move to our correspondent Abdullah Al-Ajmi at the National Library with a special guest to tell us more about the Cultural Week event. Abdullah?
Yes, Yusuf, I'm with you.
Abdullah, can you share more on the latest updates and what's going on at the Cultural Center currently?
Actually, we're still here. Yes, Yusuf, thank you for having me today. We're still here at the National Library celebrating the 125 years of relations with the United Kingdom, and we just finished listening to a lecture by the British Kuwait relations expert and researcher Isa Deshti, talking to us about the different milestones that have been through with the United Kingdom. And for further details, I have with me today Stuart Summers, MBE and Charge d'Affaires at the British Embassy in Kuwait. Mr. Summers, we've just finished listening to the lecture. Can you tell us what stood out for you during the lecture, from the milestones of the Kuwait and UK relationship?
Well, I think, it was a really interesting lecture, and it just demonstrated the length and enduring relationship that the UK and Kuwait enjoy. And obviously there's been many important milestones to choose from, and 1961 being an important, if not the most important one, but also obviously given the year we're in, 1899, when we signed the first Anglo-Kuwaiti agreement which set up diplomatic relations between our countries, which I think was the one that stands out for me this particular year, given the year that we're in. But other ones also, I think, stood out. The mention of the political and sort of military support during the liberation of Kuwait. Other aspects that we are just about a year since the visit by His Highness the Emir to London, where we saw him signing an important investment agreement, and also which itself marked the 70th anniversary of the foundation of the Kuwait Fund in London. So I think lots of milestones within milestones.
Thank you for your detailed answer, Mr. Summers. One more question. We know that the UK Cultural Week in Kuwait is coming up soon. Can you tell us what can we anticipate during this event?
Well, thank you. I mean, I would say today also marks the start of the Cultural Week in London, where the ambassador is at the moment enjoying some interesting events organised by your embassy in London. Ours is on the 10th of November, the week beginning of the 10th of November. We have quite a few exciting events still planned. We're still working through the details. But one thing I would say, one exciting event is the visit by the Royal Philharmonic Concert Orchestra that I think our Kuwaiti partners here have put on, and who are having 3 nights of events at the Jack. And I'd encourage everyone to check out our social media pages, UK and Kuwait, for further details as we get closer to that date.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Summers, for being with us on this live stream. It was an honor having you with us.
Thank you very much
today.
for having me.
Well, you've heard it from Mr. Summers, the Charge d'Affaires in the British Embassy in Kuwait. And with that, I will hope that we will have more years to come with a good relationship with the UK and Kuwait. Now back to you, Yusuf, in the studio.
Thank you, Abdullah, and thank you, Mr. Summers. I'm looking forward actually to know more about the lecture that you were in during our phone call after the show. Thank you, Abdullah.